Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to another episode of Hardcore Minecraft. We are here in a coral reef and we're going to ruin all of its beauty and its nature and harvest its organs. I've been wanting to use all the coral blocks for so long, and I finally put in the time and I flew out and I was looking for an ocean. Found an ocean and just started boating along, and we found ourselves a coral reef biome. So I'm going to harvest it all for all of its glory. So without further ado, let's get freaking destroying. Alright, I think it's safe to say that I have absolutely destroyed this biome. Look at how much I've cleared out right here. So here's our freaking yield. Not too bad. A bunch of fans and a lot of the blocks. I got a lot more of the brain coral because I think it's the best, to be honest. And now I'm drowning. Oops. There we go. But yeah, definitely gonna have to come back to this biome because I didn't bring enough shulkers with me. But, ow! Oh, what the puffer fish. Alright, but I'm pretty content with what we gathered here today. So let's head back to our village. Home sweet home. Now, it's been officially 1,000 days in this Minecraft world, which is actually pretty crazy because it doesn't feel like it's been 1,000 Minecraft days, but you know what? We've made a lot of good progress in these 1,000 days, so I think we just need to start tying up some loose ends here in our village, and I think, like, I kind of started going around the other night and started adding in little signs, trying to help me out, figure out what I'm gonna do in some of these corners and like these empty plots. So I think we're gonna go around and kind of work on this little by little this episode. And I think we're also gonna try to replace some of the trees we have throughout the village. We have like these fancy trees here that we've made earlier in the series, and I really like those trees. I think we have another one back over there. But we also have like the vanilla trees just kind of scattered within. And I think we should just try to get rid of these trees and make some pretty looking ones and do a lot more terraforming. Just trying to like finalize this area. So when you're walking through, you feel like every little nook and cranny of this village is complete. So one of the first things I want to do is this flower bed right here. I marked this little section off. It's nice and small. Like we don't have to do too much here. I'm thinking just some bushes and then a bunch of flowers on the inside. I think will look really cool. And actually, the main reason we got coral is for these fans. I think these fire coral fans and the regular fire coral, they look really good. Can I place them like this? I can. Okay. So I don't want to leave them out too long because they will die, but I do have an idea on how we can keep them alive without actually killing them. If we use dark prismarine and we get some slabs, we can waterlog these slabs and then we can place the fire coral on top and then it won't die. So we can kind of use them as like really big and bright flowers, and then we can also obviously use like the rose bushes and regular roses. I think that's pretty good. I don't want to add too much height to it, but I might need to just to kind of break it up a little bit more. All right, and then we will place in regular rose bushes, just a few in this. Let's do one more right there and here. Now on the outside, we'll do a little bit of the red tulips. Okay, yeah, I'm already liking how this is gonna look. And then on the inside, we'll do a good chunk of it actually. Let's make a little infinite water source. Boom, bing. Slab all over it. Oh yeah, getting a bit more of those. Look at that. Oh, okay. The best part about using the fire coral and the fans is that it really creates a really thick layer of red. Because like obviously the rose bushes and the poppies and these tulips, they have a lot of green in them, which is totally fine for like most cases. But I feel like for a nice like bush flower bed like this, you want that solid color of red to really emphasize the red and make it feel like a full bush. I'm actually curious, how would birch leaves look here? Yeah, I think switching it up is actually the best move there. Kind of doing a little bit of both. Because I like the darkness of the birch leaves, like they stand out so well, but the bushiness of the azalea leaves is just better. The best part about using those prismarine, you really don't notice it at all until like you're looking at it from above, and even then, like the dark prismarine really does blend with the grass pretty well. It's a very similar brightness, you know. All right, so that was one of the flower beds I wanted to make. I think there's another one I wanted to make right here. Yes. So I was thinking about just taking up this whole little section, and we could probably do a blue flower bed. That would look pretty cool. And we could do the fans as well for that. Oh, we can use the warped. Ooh. Ooh. All right, this one will be a little bit more interesting because we have a lot less to work with. Actually, here, okay, let's grab the roots and the sprouts. Let's see if those will work. I think they will, just because they're similar blue. All right, then we got to replace the edges here with moss because the dirt sides of grass is ugly. Now we can place in our tube corals. Are these going to be too crazy? God, I really hope not. Let me start throwing in our cornflowers and some of these nether sprouts and such. Oh, I'm really hoping these aren't too crazy. All right, how does that feel? Oh, okay, that's actually pretty good. All right, the variety of blue is actually good. I think what we could do is actually break up these just a little bit. Like right here in the middle, I think we can go back to moss and maybe throw in some flowers there. But I think the variety of blue is actually doing some wonder here. That's feeling pretty good. I'm liking how that's looking. I think I need to fix up this right here just a little bit. There's a lot of flowers right here on the edge. Also, I just realized that these flowers have a lot of purple in them. I bet I could throw in a few purple flowers into here and actually look pretty good. Let's see if we can experiment a little bit. Yeah, I do like how that looks though in general, but I think adding in a little bit more variety is definitely going to help. Ooh, wait, this angle looks so good. Oh, that's a really cool pop of color. Oh, wow. Okay. That angle right there is just single-handedly made me very confident in this bush. Yeah, okay. We need to do more of these and more colors. I think the blue and the pink actually works really well together. The cornflower has that little hint of purple. Then we have the alums that are very purple. Then we have the lilacs just bringing out a little bit of the extra of the pink. And then we have these, the nether, like, sprouts and the grass and stuff, all kind of just emphasizing a little bit of a lighter blue that the cornflower also kind of has right there. So we're just tying around the cornflower. And of course we have all the coral plants, the tube corals, and just to really have that big saturated blue to make it really feel populated. I think it looks better from a distance, and I think it looks really good down here by our fountain. Like, that looks so good. Okay, so for a yellow bush, we have a little bit more of a problem because we have sunflowers and dandelions, but sunflowers face one direction, and this is the only hint of yellow they have. And I don't think they'll work all that well. So we're not going to try to use sunflowers, but I think we'll use orange tulips alongside the orange flower because it does have that orange inside the dandelion. No. Okay, so coming into the city. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. I almost want one more. I almost want one right in the middle there. Oh, rain. Okay, yeah, that's it right there. All right, I gotta go inside. It's raining crazy right now. Alright guys, as you've seen, I've added in another little bush right here. We reiterated the red bush from over there to back over here. And I love how this looks, especially coming into the village. It's just a lot of color here on the right. It's so perfect. And then a bunch of blue right here. This blue one is probably my favorite. I did not think it was going to work so well, but like down here especially, like it stands out so much. So I want to add more of these around the city. And I even did something kind of similar, where we revamped kind of this side area where it's just a bunch of bushes and grass. And I wanted to kind of integrate the sugarcane and the bamboo that we grow in this building into like the little side area here, just to kind of continue this cobblestone wall thing we got going on here, where like this one's got like crops behind it, and then this one over here obviously all have the flowers in there. And we'll probably do more. I have another sign over there, like a walled flower bed similar to these two. But yeah, I just want to do a lot more polishing up here in the village, and I definitely want to replace all of these ugly, stupid vanilla trees and replace them all with my beautiful bushy trees. So we'll come back to that a little bit later because I want to work on the main build for this video, and hopefully the reason you also clicked on the video. Alright, here we are at an undisclosed location. Don't tell anyone where we are, horsey. This is my temporary horse, by the way. Not a replacement for good old Giuseppe, but just a, you know, a placeholder. He is one of the fastest horses I've bred, a 12.9. But anyways, we are here in an undisclosed location, and we'll be building a castle ruins. And I want to show off the palette that we're going to be working with today. So first, we have lots of stone blocks and a little bit of moss in there too. And of course, we have our coral blocks that we gathered earlier in the episode. So let me grab a few of these and let me just kind of show off what we're going to be doing. Right, okay, so when coral blocks die, they have this really gray texture that works super, super well with all the other stone variants, especially these two variants here. Die. So that's the plan with those two. So very simply put, we're going to be using a lot of this block here, and maybe as a transition, we'll kind of be using a little bit of this purple one. Obviously some cobblestone too. It's a little bit brighter than these ones. These ones are a lot more dull, but we can use those brighter textures, and of course stone bricks and regular stone towards the top. But in general, this is going to be our palette for the castle ruins. Also, the reason we're in an undisclosed location is because I want you guys to find this area. And yes, of course, the world download is coming in the next few episodes, so I'm kind of getting prepared to give you guys a nice solid world for you guys to explore and for you to get ideas and to freaking look at this beautiful terrain that we're surrounded by. I'm very excited to build with this palette. And of course, we have some darker blocks too, like the deep slate and some basalt as well. We're going to kind of throw that in every so often to kind of just show some extra wear and some like grime. I think that's always good to add a little bit of extra texture. And of course, the mossy blocks and a little bit of gravel just to break up the stone and the cobblestone a little bit more. And of course, the mossy blocks are here because we got to incorporate some greenery and some overgrowth. So yeah, I think we just got to jump right into this build. So sit back, relax, and enjoy the montage. And here we are at the ruins. Oh, I'm absolutely in love with the progress I made on this. Oh, it's turning nighttime, isn't it? Sun, stay up for a little bit longer, please. But here we are at the ruins. And I did something a little bit unique, I think, with this. With incorporating a lot of the wood that would have been here to be like structural support and like accent blocks in general. I think I did a good job on kind of making it look really dilapidated and like broken down, especially like over here. I love what I did here with the fences. We have the fences on the inside kind of being like really stripped down wood that's been like rotted away. And then on the outside, where I still wanted it to be kind of like a solid block on one of the sides, I'd use trap doors and connect it up with the fences. And I think that creates a really nice look. I think it's most obvious right here. I kind of wanted it to just look dilapidated on this side mostly, and then like a little bit kind of peeking through over here on the other side there. Okay, hold on, let's actually, well, this kind of looks nice at nighttime. Ooh, yeah, look at this. And of course, we used a lot of the coral blocks here, and I think they look so good. Even got a little bit up there. I just kind of wanted to tease just a tad bit on the top there, not keep it all towards the bottom, of course. And then we also got a little bit of overgrowth because, you know, it's a ruins, it's ancient, so you got to have some greenery in here, some overgrowth. I think it looks super good. We got a little bit of moss. We got a few moss patches and a lot of boulders on the inside where like the roof would have caved in. Okay, let's sleep now because I think bad guys are gonna start spawning. But yes, I'm very happy with this. I feel like it's kind of hard to get. I think it's really easy to get a feel for it on the inside. I think this is a good angle right here. Ooh, okay. Y'all think I cooked or what? So we have a little bit of the darker blocks there. I couldn't really find a good spot to use the rest of them because I wanted the rest of this to kind of be like really dilapidated, and I wanted one somewhat intact wall. I mean, obviously it's not intact at all, but like it's still a pretty solid wall compared to the rest of them. But if you guys were watching the montage, you guys saw how I kind of developed this, and I think it makes the most sense, right? So let me get up here. This might be the best angle I'm gonna get. So I kind of created solid walls going all the way around, just solid blocks to give me a nice idea of like what it's going to look like. And then I went through again and kind of started removing big chunks of it and creating those holes in the wall and like giant like this part is all fallen down and everything. And I kind of did that throughout the whole ruins. And I think it creates a nice look, and also abusing the wall blocks, because the wall blocks are so versatile. Like look at this right here. We have a little indent in the wall, and it also acts as a nice like rounded corner that like the corner has lost a lot of its structural integrity, so like it's like kind of started crumbling. And also like it creates a nice like divot in the wall, like as if the wall has started to recede a little bit. But yeah, mostly I think the biggest thing is creating a lot of really cracked looking shapes. Like I think this is a great example, using a stair here, stair there, and another stair down here, and it kind of creates a nice crack kind of going through the top there. And of course abusing the cracked bricks, and of course abusing those cracked bricks all over the place, and the cobblestone, and just like using a lot of block variation helps a lot with it too. Now let's get an angle from a distance, because I am curious on how this might look like coming around the valley here. All right, so I think our path is going to kind of continue out this way. Ooh, I love how that looks. Okay, so just like pretending I'm riding on the path here. I don't know where the path is going to exactly be, but it's going to be somewhat like this. And when you come around the corner, yeah, that stands out super well. Oh, I love how that looks. I think that block right there, I might need to add a slab or something there just to kind of make that feels a little bit detached. Like that should have fallen off, you know? All right, let's pack it up and let's go home. Wait, don't leave. All right, guys. So last episode, we got our fancy looking netherite armor. Ooh. And I want to get a little bit of color in there because it's kind of boring when it's all just straight black. And, you know, I want to get some of the color that I got on my face, on my armor. So I think we should go look for some trims around the world and do a little bit of exploring, because I haven't done any exploring in a while. And I think it would be really fun to find not all the trims, all right? That's gonna be a longer process. But we have a good chunk of the trims right now. Let's go see which ones we have right now. All right, let's see. We got, I already got them all right here. So we got the snout, rib, eye, spire, coast, ward, bolt. Honestly, that's a pretty good arsenal, but I do want to get some more fancy ones. Okay, let's see. I want to make, oh yeah. Okay, we're pulling up with a bunch of brushes, and we're gonna go find a trail ruins, I believe they're called. I think they're called trail ruins. And I remember way back in like episode 2, maybe episode 3, when we went out exploring, we found a trail ruin, and it was briefly mentioned in the montage. Not even mentioned, it was shown. And I was like, oh, okay, we'll come back here one day and excavate it. And I think today is one day. So we're gonna head over there on our new steed. I don't have a name for him yet. I don't really want to get attached, all right? I'm still getting over my loss. Dude, our Cyberpunk city is looking so good. Also, you guys left a bunch of comments about these lampposts, and because of your comments, I've noticed that this stoplight is upside down. And if my cars are driving on the right side, this stoplight needs to be over here. You know, we'll get around to it at one point, but it's a little bit of an oversight from me. I can be a little dumb sometimes, I'm sorry. If I remember correctly, I think this trail ruin was in a birch forest. And I know there's a big birch forest over this hill here. Although I think the birch forest might be across the ocean. Alright, we found ourselves a trail ruin. So I think we grab a shulker here. And we're gonna have to start digging out a bunch of this. And we're gonna get a lot of junk as well. So our shulker will be very necessary. So I've excavated a total of 1 of these trail ruins ever. And they're really, I think they're super fun to clear out. It's very like chill. Like there's not a lot going on. You know, brushing all the dirt and stuff, it's just, I think it's such a cool little like mini game. But we gotta make sure we aren't gonna be breaking any of the suspicious gravel, and it's kind of hard to tell which is which. But like right here, this is suspicious gravel, and we get wheat out of it. So our goal is we're gonna try to find, oh, that's another one right here. We're gonna try to find the, I think it's called the host and the Pathfinder armor trims from this. I can't quite remember their names, but that's essentially them. And I think they look the coolest, so we might want to use them for our armor. Ooh, glazed terracotta. No! Okay, so if we ever hear that shatter noise, it means we effed up. I kind of don't want to break a lot of the terracotta, because I think, I don't know, it'd be kind of cool to maintain the structure. Oh, there's one of the trims? I can't tell from the side. Oh, it's a sherd. Which one is it? The sheaf? What the sheaf? What does sheaf mean? A lot of people be hating on the archaeology update that came out. I think it's such a cool little like side quest for Minecraft. I don't know, people be hating on this game sometimes for no reason. I think this game is meant to be whatever you want it to be, and I think that's kind of beautiful. Call me controversial for that. Come on, sherd. That's a brick. What the glass pane? Seriously? Is that a lead? Okay, actually, I'll take a lead. Leads are always useful. Oh, the pane. The pane. Is this it? A sherd? No, it's a flower pot. And you are sherd? Oh, music disc. Ooh, okay. Wait, what if we jammed out right now? All right, let's pop in this music disc. All right, let's get clearing. Oh, that was early. Razor. Okay. We got our first smithing template. Shaper. Oh my, we just got 2 back to back? Okay, isn't there one more? Hanging sign, what? Oh, let's go! Let's go! Is that all 3 of the armor trims from the trail ruins? We got Razor, Shaper. I keep wanting to say Sharper for some reason. Shaper and Host. Is that it? Just while we're excavating this place, I thought, you know, maybe we start a little topic of conversation. How do you guys feel about the state of Minecraft right now? Personally, I'm pretty happy with how the that is freaking wheat seeds. I would never want those. Personally, I think the game's in a pretty good state right now. I think the only problem in this game that's kind of like a little obvious maybe is the inventory system. I think there just needs to be a better way of inventory management, and a lot of mods, especially client-side mods, kind of answer that problem with like inventory sorting and you know, like organizing your chests and everything. You can, you know, there's answers to the solution, but it's still like a pretty bad problem. Like look at like a bunch of my inventory just being taken up by single stack items, all from this one place. But I mean, personally, I don't mind it too much. But do you guys have any problems with like Minecraft or like things you want to see in this game? Like obviously, I think there's still a lot of things that can be expanded upon in this game, which what I think keeps me so excited about this game is all the future updates, and whenever they do add updates, it's very open-ended because they don't want to force you into a corner of like doing a certain task, because that is not like how Minecraft is. It's pretty open-ended. It's supposed to be a whole, you know, like make your own world, play it how you please, which is why I think this game's like so freaking awesome. But I just want to hear, like, you know, like, what are you guys' thoughts on the state of the game right now? On the same topic, like, what's everyone's, like, ideal update? Like, if you had one thing in this game you'd want to update, what would it be? Let me know what you guys think, like, what your guys' opinion is on that. But I, personally, would love a minecart update. Oh, a minecart update would go crazy. I think minecarts are one of the more underutilized transportation systems in the game. For players especially. I think for mobs and I think mostly for mob transportation, it's pretty good. But like, imagine we could have like special rails and stuff that were like junction rails and directional rails and speed rails. Like all that stuff would be so sweet to have in a game like this. It would make like a nether hub be so much more interesting, and like it would take a little bit less logic, but would also open up the door for way more like computational things to be done with minecarts, which I think is like the coolest thing ever. Also, minecarts are like heavily overshadowed by elytras just in general, and like even horses too, because they're all free range. Like you aren't bound to a track, which I think it's good that there is a diversity of transportation, but I think each mode of transportation needs its benefits and then needs its downsides. And I think minecarts should be faster, but obviously like locked into a set track, because this is just a regular gravel patch, isn't it? Yeah, I think as I was saying, each mode of transportation needs like its own like pros and cons, you know. The pro of like elytra is that it's super fast, but the con is like it's late game, and like you need like farms to maintain it, you know, like you need a gunpowder farm and all like you need to craft rockets, you need a sugarcane farm too. Like there's a little bit more behind it, so it's a little bit more fair for it to be like kind of OP. And then for minecart rails, it's just like you need a bunch of tracks, so you need maybe an iron farm or maybe a gold farm. But like at the end of the day, that stuff you can just craft, you know? And then for horses, it's like, you know, it's a little bit more like you need to breed horses to get a better one. So you're not always going to get like the most ideal horse. So it takes a little bit more effort to get like the perfect horse, or whatever the perfect horse is in your eyes. So yeah, let me know what you guys think on what your ideal update would be, because I would love to hear your guys' suggestions and maybe go into why and the hows, or maybe how they can implement it and stuff like that. I think that's always a really fun conversation. But I think we've actually successfully cleared out this whole trail ruin. It's pretty cool looking. Oh, there we go. Now it's successfully cleared out. All right, here's the yield. Bunch of gravel, bunch of dirt. We got our 2 armor trims here, and a few bricks and stuff, and just a bunch of junk, dyes, bricks, candles, wheat, apparently. Even more gravel, more glass. We got our 3rd armor trim, the host armor trim, more dyes, a music disc, and then over here, oh, I fell through the chest. More sherds, a lot more gravel. It's actually a lot of gravel we got from this. That's a good benefit. And a single emerald. But there we go. I think we're gonna leave this untouched from now. Wait, gravel. We're gonna leave this fairly untouched though, because I do like the idea of this being like a little, like, you know, a little site of history. You know, it's not real history, but okay, these are, yeah, that doesn't lead anywhere. Yeah, this is all done. Okay, let's frickin' skedaddle out of here. All right, after some deliberation, I think I know what trims we're gonna use for our armor. So first, we're gonna go with ward. We're gonna get eye, and then we're gonna use bolts. And of course, we need to duplicate all these. All right, and then for our colors, we're gonna do lapis, gold, and amethyst. Thank goodness I have amethyst. All right, we're doing it. It's time. Is this drip? Oh, this is drip. Oh my, look at that. Ooh, drip or drown. Yeah, I'm dripping, baby, I'm dripping. Oh yeah, oh yeah. I like it because it kind of matches like my face a little bit. It's got a little bit of those colors in there. There's no pink, which is what I want to do for the boots, but purple's pretty close. You know, it's the closest I could get. And same with the blue. It's more like we have like a lighter blue. It's more like a cyan, but there's no cyan color. It's either a light blue or dark blue. So we had to kind of compromise there. And the green is just emerald. And I was like, emerald, Dude, I wish we could give armor trims to horse armor. That looks so freaking cool on a horse. Ooh, looks styling. Alright guys, and that's going to do it for today's episode. Thank you so much for watching and hanging out today. As always, I really do appreciate it. Of course, if you're new here, make sure to get subscribed. And if you really enjoyed the content, make sure you join the channel as a member. If you join as a member, you can also join our exclusive private members only Minecraft server. I play on there and so do a bunch of other members, so it's always a great time and a small little community is forming. So of course, if you want to play Minecraft with others on the newest 121 frickin' version, then make sure to join as a member. But anyways, that's going to do it. I hope you guys enjoyed this week's episode, and I'll see you guys next week.